Counting down to first pitch in Philadelphia. It's the Braves and the Phillies coming up next. With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Phillies. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, well, this should be a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams entering this series on winning streaks. So it's going to be up to these two gentlemen right here to make sure that their team's streak continues.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves as skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. A.J. Burnett will be on the mound to face them. And this is a guy that needs to establish the inside part of the plate because his stuff is such that he'll have a hard time getting by if he doesn't mix in location well. Justin Upton makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Justin Upton.
Kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway.
First pitch, 7:06.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Swing and a high chopper to third. Throw on to first will be in time to retire Upton for the game's first out. So Burnett able to record that first out here, and with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Jonathan Herrera will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ballgame. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Freddie Freeman will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And Rollins will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down against Burnett in the first. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Starting lineup for the Phillies is there on your screen. And set to go to work against this lineup. There you see the numbers for the very dependable right-hander Gavin Floyd. Here's a look now at the defensive alignment they'll have to contend with. And we're ready to begin the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, number 19.
And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Well, good start so far for the home guys. 1, 2, 3 top half, followed by a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom half.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in looking for a bleeder, a bloop single, anything to kickstart the average a bit because he's had a rough go of it these past 6 ball games. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to Freeman, a double play.
Well, so much for that leadoff base runner here to start off their half of the first. He gets taken care of right away on the easy 4-6-3 double play.
Chase Utley will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First pitch on its way from Floyd. Fouled back. Swinging a tapper out in front. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies. After 1, no score. Jason Hayward will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. In there, 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Bird has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Batting sixth, catcher,
Ryan Domit will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And a shot back to the mound, but he manages to glove it. A.J. Burnett looking like the Burnett of old. Still 0-0. Ryan Howard will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Ryan Howard.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Come on, Philadelphia.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a swing and a miss by Howard, and the big guy can't make contact. There's one away.
And we'll get a look here at the grip on that last cutter. You can see he holds this thing way over to one side. And the idea is that at the last moment, it'll cut in towards the hitter, just like that one did.
Marlon Byrd will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. First pitch coming. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. On to first, and it's dropped. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Dominic Brown.
Dominic Brown will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers. And a ball, 1-0. And on cue, here are the National League home run leaders I referred to a moment ago.
Get that runner to second base now, come on!
Let's go, Phillies, come on!
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Curveball, and he takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. In there, a base hit. The relay. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Batting 7th, catcher.
Humberto Quintero will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Well, for Brown, he's at second with his 18th double of the year. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Andrelton Simmons will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And here's the first pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And here's a fastball called for strike 2. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. The next 0-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. B.J. Upton will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And this will be fouled away. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And he's safe at first, so he's aboard on the drop third strike. So good awareness that time as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Gavin Floyd will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Rollins.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is butted just way too hard. So that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Justin Upton will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And here's a swing by Upton as he gets on top of this one and sends it out to deep left field. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. A two-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right, because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, this is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball here as he rides it the other way into left, a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Freddie Freeman will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Ball hit out toward Utley at second. Throw over to Rollins for the force at second, and that'll do it. The 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Cody Ashe will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And here's a good fastball from Floyd as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Come on now, Phillies. Here we go.
Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
A.J. Burnett will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Floyd is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Yeah, not a real easy pitch to bunt there to start the at-bat. You see there, he shows late, and that pitch is up a little, and those can be difficult to get on top of, and he winds up just popping this ball up.
Number 19 will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Simmons on to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jason Hayward will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Jason Hayward.
And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Bird is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Chris Johnson will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth.
2 pitches, 2 fly balls, 2 easy outs. He's probably out there saying, man, why can't it always be this easy?
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, the veteran catcher Ryan Domit. First pitch coming. Low for ball 1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now a fastball smashed into the alley in right center, and this will get down for extra bases. He's around first on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate, and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Andrelton Simmons will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Now a fastball right by him from Burnett. It's 0-1. For Domit, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
Burnett checks. Now the pitch. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Braves strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Jimmy Rollins will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The 1-1 coming to Rollins. And Rollins goes after one here and sends it on the ground out to second. And the flip on by Herrera is in time for the first out.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
So the leadoff man set down now for Chase Utley.
There you go now, Phillies.
First pitch on its way from Floyd. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box cam. You can see the two outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Ryan Howard will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is in the dirt as it swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Runners on the corners now with one man gone. And standing in now is Marlon Byrd. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, this is going to get him a run closer. A simple ground ball here plates the runner from third, and we're back now to a one-run game.
Dominic Brown will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. B.J. Upton will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
B.J. Upton.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew.
Nice. A good pitch there to record the out. You can see on the graphic with 39 strikes, his ball-to-strike ratio is way out of whack. Just seems like guys are up there swinging at just about everything he's throwing.
Gavin Floyd will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. And this is on the ground, foul, wide of Howard over at first base. Fouled straight back. Line hard. Foul. And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Justin Upton.
Justin Upton will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Jonathan Herrera will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. He's got it well into right field. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Humberto Quintero will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here we go, guys.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Go, Phillies!
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Trying to change the eye level there. After the fastball up, they come right back with an off-speed pitch at the knees. But he stays right on it, drives it for a base hit.
Cody Ashe will dig in. He singled his first time around. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Let him go!
Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind at 2-0.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
Now the 2-0. And here's a cut fastball, but he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
A.J. Burnett will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe two. This is a big time chance.
Upton is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
Well, you accomplished two things on that last swing. Number one, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Number 19 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. Now here's a swing and a ground ball back up the box. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 5 innings complete. Philadelphia's on top, 3-2. With Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Jason Hayward will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
The next pitch. Throw on to first for the out, and Burnett's looking at a 1-2-3 inning here. Chris Johnson will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Bird is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Still a 3-2 ball game. Chase Utley will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
Let's go,
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning.
Yeah, I thought this one was going to be 2, maybe even 3 off the bat. But take a look from this angle at how much room he's covering out there in center field. I mean, that's as good a jump as you're ever going to see.
1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th. And digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. Now here's his swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. A solo shot there for Ryan Howard. 29 home runs for him on the year, and it's given the Phillies a 4-2 lead.
Ooh, that's a mistaken location right here, and it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now. And with the way their starters throwing the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Marlon Byrd will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Dominic Brown will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Fouled back. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Phillies get 1 on the home run by the big fella, Ryan Howard. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. And Philadelphia's taken. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Ryan Domit will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
for Atlanta, catcher Ryan
All right, guys,
Domit.
let's do it. Come on.
And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at 3rd. To J-roll out at short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Andrelton Simmons We'll have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. And the 0-1 sent on the ground to second for Utley. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
B.J. Upton will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Burnett up to 70 pitches now here tonight. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Phillies 4 and the Braves 2. Well, now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Jordan Walden will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tyler Green is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Humberto Quintero will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Right field. Over for this one is Upton as he puts it away for the first out.
Third baseman number 25.
Cody Ashe will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. And see you later. That one is gone. Cody Ashe with a solo home run. Home run number 9 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, he already had 2 hits coming into the at-bat. He goes ahead and does this, and he's turning this into a night to remember.
A.J. Burnett will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Rafael Furcal is going to grab a bat and pinch hit, so as we surmise, that'll be it for A.J. Burnett. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Hayward is there, 2 gone.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Number 19 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Okay, Tony. Let's go, Phillies.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep out to left center field. Hayward will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One for the Phillies on the homer from Cody Ashe. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia. Al Albuquerque will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Al Albuquerque.
Tyler Green will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Tyler Green.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And there's ball 2 now.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
The pitch. Good pitch there. Catches the outside corner for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And as we showed you a moment ago, this guy enters play with an ERA right around 2.5. So he's been a big part of this bullpen, and he gets the first guy he faces right here.
Justin Upton will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to right. Therefore, it is Bird now as he's got it for out number 2. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Jonathan Herrera will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Antonio Bastardo will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Freddie Freeman will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
One, two. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he made a great pitch on that 1-1 count to get it to 1-2, but then he tried to go right back to that same pitch, and this time the location is not nearly as good as the last one, and it's turned around for 2 bases.
Jason Hayward will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Number 19 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One for the Braves on the Freddie Freeman double. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 3.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on. It'll be the hard-throwing left-hander Johnny Venters.
Johnny Venters.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Rollins.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
Chase Utley will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
First baseman, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard will step in. He homered his last time around. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And it remains 5-3. Chris Johnson will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Mike Adams is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 37, Mike Adams.
Grounded fouled off to the right side. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
When you're holding a slim 2-run lead, this is not the time you want to be allowing the leadoff man to reach on an error. Well, now he's going to have to really bear down and try and get himself a ground ball.
Gerald Laird will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Gerald Laird.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Now out at second base, you'd like nothing more than to get another ground ball. Maybe get a double play to help out your pitcher.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a ball lined toward right center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Jose Constanza will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Jose Constanza.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. B.J. Upton will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
You can't ask for much more than that. That tying run moves over to third now with only 1 out, so We'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Tyler Green will try to cash in here with the possible tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position with one man out. And there's ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Now batting, left fielder, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
And in a spot like this, you've got to go after strikes.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the run will score from third on the sacrifice fly. And we are tied here in the late innings.
When he steps to the plate, he knows exactly what he's got to do. This one's deep enough to get the job done, and that ties up the ball game.
Jonathan Herrera will step in a big spot here with the go-ahead run at third and 2 men out. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Rollins is there now to put this one away for the third out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom. Anthony Varvaro will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Anthony Varvaro.
Christian Bethancourt is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 58, Christian Bethancourt.
Marlon Byrd is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the 9th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Hayward is there to make the catch, and it's a dreadful start to the bottom of the 9th. 1 pitch, 1 out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1 pitch out.
Dominic Brown will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And there's ball 1. Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2. Now here's the pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Humberto Quintero will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch to him. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Opposite field, high and deep to right. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Freddie Freeman will come on now to start things out in the 10th. And you have to figure the momentum is squarely on their side after the manner in which that 9th inning went down.
Yeah, just a great comeback to tie the game in the top of the 9th, followed by putting up a 0 in the bottom half. This is a ball club that just won't quit out there, and they're going to keep fighting until the last out.
Aaron Luke will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames.
Number 62, Aaron Luke.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. 1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Jason Hayward will stand in. He flew out his last time up. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Chris Johnson will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Number 19 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Cody Ashe will dig in, needing to come up with a 3-bagger to complete the cycle.
Number 25, Cody Ashe.
Now the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Fouls back. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2-2. Oh, and he turns on a fastball here and drives one into deep right center. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! Solo shot to right center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
And this is exactly what you're looking for in extra innings. Actually, it's what you're praying for, really. One big swing sends the folks who stayed here home happy as he wins it with the walk-off homer.
So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
He came up with, without question, the key at-bat in this one. Well, no surprise, it was also the final pitch. Got a pitch he could handle and turned it around for the walk-off home run. Well, that's a great win.
Our final line score.
So that'll put